Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. This evening in this video, I am going to be ranking 66 palettes from worst to best out of the palettes that I have tried in 2024. My collection, I have a total of 80 palettes, but, so with that said, 66 of them were purchased this year and tried, which for me, that's quite a bit. As you know, if you are new here, welcome. Hopefully you'll subscribe, like, comment, share. It really does help out my channel. And, I've been on this journey. My name is Lisa. I love all makeup. I love colorful makeup. And yeah, especially indie brands. I've been on this journey for the past couple of years. This year specifically, I have been so fortunate enough to dip my eyes into indie brands. So extremely grateful. So grab your coffee, a snack, come on back, and we're going to rank 66 out of my 80 palettes. The other palettes, of course, like I said, were from last year. So yeah, let's get going. This is going to be a lengthy video. I think everybody kind of knows that ranking videos and declutters are the most kind of sought after and are also the longest. But hey, you guys know that this is raw and uncut, so my videos are an hour or so anyway. But that is soon to change within the next week. We are counting down, and boy, your girl is got a learning curve ahead of her, that's for sure. For sure. But I truly do appreciate you, and thank you so much if you have made it through all of my videos, through the whole thing, and have been patient with me. I truly do appreciate you. So with that said, let's get this show on the road, shall we? So grab your coffee and come on back. So I'm gonna put my trusty glasses on here because I have written everything down. And all of these palettes, it was truly really hard for me to, hi honey. It was truly hard for me to rank these palettes from, well, the ones, the worst, I can say, fairly easy. But of course, when you get down to, I'd say, when I got down to the top 20, it started to get harder and harder. And then, of course, definitely the top 10, it was getting harder and harder. And then the 5, I was like, I don't know what to do. Because even where they stand, it's not that the quality, isn't there. It is for one reason or another, I just preferred, in my own opinion, and in my own decisions, to put it and rank it where it was, where I decided to. But it had nothing to do with the quality, because at that point, the quality is amazing for all of these. You can notice my background is different. I am kind of sitting in a different position here in my studio, and I pretty much just have my base on, and did not do eyeshadow. I was going to do palette bingo after this. It is kind of late. It's like 7 something Eastern Standard Time right now at night, so depending on how long this is, and then the upload and whatnot, so it takes a bit. So I might have to save that for this weekend. However, on my TikTok, I had mentioned in my video to let my followers know over there that this was going to be happening and uploaded tonight. in the palette ranking, palette bingo. But I truly think, you know, because I'm going to be busy for the next couple of days, and I wanted to like pre-film it so that I could just upload it in the morning, because I have Christmas shopping, grocery shop, all of that to do within the next couple of days and this coming weekend. But it will get done because I think that I've seen it done. It will be my first palette bingo here on my channel. So it's truly going to be special. It's going to be fun. And I'm actually pretty excited about it. So, all right, enough chatter because again, this is unedited. So grab your coffee, grab your whatever drink and snack, and let's go. So coming in at number 66. Now, I just want to say something. Don't come for me. Don't cancel me. Don't leave my channel. But it is worth mentioning here because this was given to me by one of my queen sisters. And at a point in time, I really, truly loved JSC, Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And it just isn't happening anymore. So coming in at 66 was this year. This was next to his O2 palette, I guess, or the gold-blooded, I can't remember, but it's this, the Lollipop Killer. All I saw when I saw this was remnants of Pink Religion. And that's about all I'm going to say on that. So, nothing about the quality, because that's the one thing you can honestly say, regardless, no matter how you feel towards him, or what I think about him, you could never say that his cosmetics were bad, because they're not. You know, you just can't say that. He's always had quality products, but they become just boring and the same, and I am not. I'm kind of moving on, and but my sister was kind enough to purchase that for me and give that to me, and I will cherish it. But that's where that stands. So yeah. So that is 66. So I wasn't originally even going to put that in here. So everything that's numbered is kind of one-upping it. So coming in at 65 is these two palettes, 65 and 64. Okay. And they're by Revolution. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you guys around so that you can see. I'm going to turn my camera around here if I can. Be patient with me for just a second here. Ooh, we're going to flip you around. I lied. We're going to put you this way. Huh. Okay. It's not allowing me to do so. All right. Well, it is what it is. I cannot wait until I am on my other camera. This is getting crazy. Okay. All right. So coming in at 65 and 64 are these little two, you know, 6 pans. I think I bought these in January of this year. I just wanted something to travel with, something easy, and didn't have to, you know, have a big palette with me. So I grabbed these. Now, Revolution and Profusion are kind of hit or miss. They do still have pressed glitter stuff, and they do get hard pan really, really easy, and that's what happened with these. The pigment was there, but I'm gonna show you, like, especially like 65, I put the green one in 65th place, and then the purple one in 64. So you can actually see that, you can see the hard pan on the shimmers. And it wasn't because they weren't pigmented or that they didn't blend. I mean, I had to kind of work at them, but the shimmers just, they weren't shimmering. They weren't really shimmering. And then the hard pan, I had to really dig into them. So yeah, but this purple, even though like it's super pretty, you know, so it kind of has that wet glass effect. But so that's at 65 and 64. All right. So let me just grab one of my makeup wipes. And move this out of the way. So coming in at 63, my pencil's not working for me. What else is gonna go wrong? Okay. Coming in at 63 is Revolution, the hemp seed oil. There were 2 of these. I think I only paid like 20 bucks for this at my local Walgreens. And it's in a tin, which I kind of love that. I love when, you know, Too Faced palettes that come in the tin. I know that my shadows are going to be safe. But again, and it wasn't, you know, the color story or anything like that, because I thought the color story was beautiful. I love greens. There's greens and neutrals. There's sativa hemp oil mixed in with the shadows, so it's good for your skin. Yeah, with cannabis sativa seed oil. And this one is called Chilled. And then there is another one. But again, you could see this one was well loved, but this one and this one, pressed glitter. This one, it just wasn't, it wasn't the greatest palette. I mean, I used it, the mattes were kind of patchy. Now, I don't know if it's because of the cannabis sativa oil. I don't know. I mean, they were pigmented, but they were still very just like patchy, and it took me some time to blend with, but I've used this quite a few times. Again, hard pan, you can see here, and this one, you know, so yeah. So coming in at 63 was the Revolution Chilled with the cannabis oil. And coming in at 62 is the Milani Face Palette. This one here. So this one was well loved. I took this with me traveling as well. Nothing wrong with the pigments. You have a highlight, bronze, blush, blusher, like a blush topper really. 2 matte shadows and a shimmer. Mattes were pigmented. Everything was highly pigmented. Again, these were kind of patchy, not the best quality. The highlight didn't sheer out as well as I'd like it to, so I really had to work at that. This is a really pretty blush topper. Like if you like the sparkly blush, you know, and that sheared out fine, as you can see. But this blush was just too pigmented, and then it wasn't working for me. So the bronzer was a little too deep, but I could still make it work. But this was the all-inclusive eye, cheek, and face palette from Milani. You know. And coming in at, that was 62. So 61 is the Milani Gilded Terra palette. Again, this was well loved as well. I love taking these smaller palettes with me traveling, and so you can see it's been well loved. This one was better quality, and this shimmer right here called Sage Advice is a gorgeous, it has a beautiful, almost like a taupey brown base to it, the undertone to it. So that was gorgeous. I really did enjoy this. The mattes were pigmented. Here is like a satin. And so you got 15 shades here. So it's a really cute pan, but I have so many more, you know, better quality palettes here. So that here is at 61. So coming in at 60 is the only Morphe palette I have. I had another Morphe palette, which was an all monochromatic purple palette, but I just did a giveaway on my TikTok and I had never used it, didn't even swatch it. So I gave that away in the giveaway. So, and again, if you're new here, hi, my name is Lisa and welcome to my ranking of 66 palettes for 2024. Hopefully you subscribe and comment, say hi, stay a while. And so with the giveaway on my TikTok, it was a beautiful palette, and I know Morphe has some pretty decent formulas. That one was in their hard plastic packaging, so it could have been an older formula, not sure. So I am going to, which I had them all arranged so that I wouldn't get confused. I probably, where is it? Oh, duh, it's right here. So this one here, which I actually had got at, it was one of my TJ Maxx hauls that I did. And this is Seize the Present. And it's a really nice neutral palette, a warm neutral palette. And I've used this a couple of times, and plus I've swatched it many times. I've done some really pretty looks with this, but again, in this pile of palettes and from different brands that have much better formulas. So other than that, that's the only reason why it's kind of ranking at this here. Because, you know, I have enjoyed some Morphe palettes that I have had in the past. And again, they have, I guess, revamped their formula and their packaging now with the sturdy cardboard packaging, which is nice. But, I mean, I don't mind the plastic or the cardboard packaging. At least in the hard plastic, you know that your shadows are definitely, you know, safe. So, yes. So coming in at 60 is the Morphe palette. Coming in at 59 is the Profusion Moonlight Magic. This was their, excuse me, again, I apologize. I have overactive salivary glands in my mouth, so I have to swallow a lot and clear my throat. And I apologize if it sounds like I'm sucking my teeth. Hopefully, we will have a community where I won't have to apologize for that, but I just feel like I have to every video. So I do apologize. So this is coming in at 59, the Profusion Moonlight Magic 35 shade palette. Super cute. I think the packaging is cute. I'm a package hoe, y'all know. So this was their Halloween collection, and it was actually a large collection. And they had brushes, they had a mirror, they had setting spray, the palette, they had this little purse. They had blush, highlighter. It was a very large collection. I just was interested pretty much just in the palette. So, and this was at my local Walmart, and I always keep my protectors, excuse me, on my palettes. You got a nice mirror. Here again, again, with Profusion and Revolution, their shadows are hit or miss. Some of these have the putty kind of like formula, which I like this one. Whoop. This one was very nice. And they were pigmented. Here's a putty-like cream to powder formula. These two, I think that I want to say is a duo. This was $20. So it was nice. There was at least one in there. The undertone was kind of like the one I had just showed you in the previous palette. So, you know, formula wasn't horrible. I've seen worse. I've tried worse from them. Again, it's kind of overwhelming. There's a lot of shades here. Like I said, there's how many? 35. But again, it's a Halloween palette. You know, you've got greens, you've got purples, you've every kind of different shade of purple. There's some gray leaning, some deeper, so it's going light to dark, which is nice. A couple of putty formulas. But again, there was a few of these that were hard pan. Did enjoy this one, did enjoy the putties, like I said. So, wasn't horrible, but it's coming in at $59. So, with that, so coming in at 58 is from NYX, which again was a Halloween collection. I got this at Ulta, and again, it wasn't, NYX is another one hit or miss with their shadows. I love their liners, their eyeliners, their brow products. Some of their base products, even with that, can be hit or miss. So, their lip glosses, lipsticks, those are great. So this was the Beetlejuice. I thought it was super cute. The packaging was right on the mark. It was on point. So I thought it was really cute. You got 8-pan palette here. These two shimmers down here were really, really pretty. This is like a black, and it's got purple, blue, silver. It's just a really pretty shade. But unfortunately, and the blue is gorgeous. Absolutely, they did really good, as in my opinion, on the blue. So really pretty. The black wasn't as pigmented as I would have liked it for a black. And then the shimmer kind of just, you start blending and applying it, and the shimmer kind of just goes away. So that kind of sucked. So it wasn't the best, but the blue shade was the best shade. And I actually keep this in my vanity top drawer specifically for this highly pigmented white, completely white shade, because I'll use it to just to put white matte in my inner corner, as a companion palette. And this brown actually is good too. So these two shades, if I need as a companion to blend out or an inner corner for matte, is really nice. So with that said, you know, wasn't horrible. But so that was coming in at 58. Coming in at 57 is Colourpop In a Daze. And if you know, again, this was actually part of my Ulta haul. I'm pretty sure I got it at the same time. This one here, again, in their old plastic hard packaging. I'd say this is probably the worst Colourpop. Yeah. I'd say it was probably the worst Colourpop palette that I've ever tried. And I might be missing the mark here, but it just didn't, I mean, this was really pretty. I really enjoyed that. That was super pretty on the lid. But this one, hard pan, they weren't all that pigmented. And I know that this is probably an older formula too. So not the greatest. And that's why it's coming in at 57 with that. And more than likely, when I do my declutter, which I am not entirely ready to do a declutter this year, I will probably be doing my first declutter sometime in 2025. If not December of 2025. So yeah. And now I'm trying to, oh, that's where that came up. Sorry. You know, I thought I was organized. I had it all prepared, you know. So that's the NYX one and the Colourpop. Coming in at 56 and 55 is Colourpop I Like You, I Lilac You a lot. Again, a palette. I actually got this off the TikTok shop. This actually was gifted to me by Colourpop. Not, again, not, in my opinion, not the best, but it was better than the Dazed one. These were at least pigmented. They were not patchy or anything like that. And it was a fairly pretty palette, but it wasn't the best that I've tried from Colourpop. So that's why, and I've used this maybe twice. So that's why this is coming in at 56. Coming in at 55 is another Colourpop, and it is off of Melrose, if y'all remember that one. Again, this was part of my Ulta haul. This one right here. I'm just fixing my numbers. So I thought this was gorgeous. Pigmented, blended. You've got gold, champagne, bronze. You've got these beautiful neutral colors. This is a really pretty neutral palette. And I really did enjoy this. But again, only reason why it's sitting where it is because of the palettes that I do have and the quality of these next upcoming palettes. So thoroughly enjoyed this palette. It's a beautiful neutral palette, especially like this color right here. Again, I really truly love these colors that have that taupey brown undertone or the glass kind of on the lid. And it seems to be, I'm loving like that purple hue. And you know, I love purple, green, and blue. Love purple, green, and blue eyeshadow. You know, I like to do a smoky eye with neutral or black. And I just love, you know, I love. So, again, this one, I recommend it. I do. If you're looking for a small, just neutral palette, this would be the way to go for sure. But it's coming in at 55. So coming in at 54. Well, that one kind of. Coming in at 54 is another Colourpop. And it is the Fine Feathered. So this one, again, quite a few of these I had purchased through my TJ Maxx haul. And then a couple of them were gifted to me from Colourpop on TikTok. So, but this one was part of my haul. Again, really pretty palette. Nothing really wrong with this formula. If you like berries, burgundy, wine, like deep pink, like fuchsia, like that kind of coloring, you'll love this palette. It's really, really pretty. This of a feather right here, and it's a satin, it's like it got the shimmer in it. It doesn't go away completely when you're blending with it or working with it. It's not as strong as when you look at it in the pan, but at least doesn't go completely away. So this is really pretty palette. But again, not as good as the palettes that are going to be upcoming. So it is sitting at 54. Coming in at 53 is the, again, this was part of my my TJ Maxx haul. And this is from Melt Cosmetics. Now, this was the first time I had ever tried Melt. I have watched my favorite beauty gurus with Melt palettes. I love Bailey Sarian. I love what she does. I love her content. She's absolutely stunning, talented, and I had heard a lot about the very first collection that she had collabed with Melt, and there wasn't very great reviews, so I just didn't pick it up. This one, however, I'm very intrigued. I'm very, very intrigued. That clutch. Yeah. I watched Glitter Fallout, Linda, and she did an absolutely fantastic job promoting that whole collection. And yeah, and I know she is a huge fan of Melt. So, but this, I'm not sure. So I might get the palette from Melt and the clutch. I'm very intrigued. And I do have a bronzer that I had purchased at the same time that I had got this. Beautiful compact luxe packaging, 10 out of 10 bronzer, the formula, gorgeous. So, and it definitely matches me for like in the summertime. I'm here in Florida, you know, I get dark in the summer. So definitely that's the only time I would be able to use that, and I could when I got it. So, but I'm not sure when they released these, if this was a couple of years ago, but this was like the Zodiac. And this one is the bad side of Zodiac, and this is the air, the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I think it's hilarious. It says, you know, we'll wait while you overthink this. For those zodiac signs, it's hilarious. Pretty palette. Exciting. Not really. They were pigmented. They played well together. The shimmers were shimmering. But I used it a couple of times and it was fine, you know, but I have other palettes that are just much better than this. So that is why it is coming in at where it is coming in. And that is at 53. Oops, I can get that back. So at 52 is another Colourpop, and it is Lust for Dusk. I truly enjoyed playing with this palette. I really, I think I purchased this on TikTok. It could have been my haul, but I think I did. And it's this one right here. This is a really gorgeous palette, to be honest. And the formula, Colourpop's formula. This one I think is a putty. Well, no, it's not. I mean, I had a couple that got hard pan, but the mattes were fine, and I don't know. And here's one of those colors again with that undertone that I really, really enjoy. That just looks really beautiful on my lid. Like, I don't know. I enjoyed creating looks with this. Unfortunately, it did, you know, a few of them did get hard pan, but it is what it is. I enjoyed it, and it, again, only because of the palettes that I have upcoming, that it's sitting where it's sitting. So coming in at 51, and this kind of surprised me because when I went through the palettes and I'm looking at them and I'm like, you know, I just got this. And I just started investing in Nomad cosmetics. And I had done a fairly decent, you know, purchase. And so this was about a month ago. A month and a half ago? 2 months ago? And it's the Verona palette. Hear me out, okay? So I don't know what happened. I was kind of surprised when it did happen. And packaging is friggin' stunning. I mean, I love the way that it opens like this and you get 2 mirrors on each side. I love both sides for color stories, you know, the light and the dark. Even though at first this was kind of intimidating to me, but I still created a beautiful look with it, created a beautiful look on this side with this side of the palette. But all the shimmers were hard pan. Every single shimmer was hard pan. And no, the mattes didn't do that. But I don't know what happened, if I got a bad, because I've seen people review this and absolutely love it. You can see, and I wish my phone would stop doing that. You can see the hard pan, every single shimmer. So I don't know what happened, but packaging, 10 out of 10. Enjoyed creating the looks, but then once I started hitting the hard pan, having to dig into it, I'm like, you know, and I have other Nomad palettes that are so much better than this one. So I don't know if this was an older formula. or what have you. I'm not sure. So, and I'm hoping to join, well, I have to contact Nomad at the end of this month, but I'm really hoping that I'll be able to join affiliate program for them and or collaborate. So I don't want to, it's not set in stone, so I don't know for sure until I contact them. They told me to contact them at the end of the month and no later than January 3rd. So with that being said, I mean, I would assume it's a possibility for a one-time collab, and I am so honored and friggin' I can't even like imagine if so stoked, but I don't want to, you know, jinx myself and then it be like, you know, no, it's not going to happen. Then I'm going to be like, oh, my heart's going to be broken, and we don't want to go there. But hey, fingers crossed, right? So unfortunately, that's where the Verona came in at 51. So at 50, this palette really is actually really beautiful, and I love greens, blues, purples, right? And I've come to love oranges and yellows as well on my skin tone. This is the So Elemental. If you love blues, powdery blues, or just blue eyeshadow in general, you're gonna love this palette. It's a soft touch packaging. You can see the water ripples. It's gorgeous. This was gifted to me from Colourpop. So, and I always say thank you when they do that. On TikTok, I've done 3 looks with this, and every single look came out gorgeous. Absolutely loved it. Pigmented, everything played well together. I truly wish they would get away from the pressed glitter crap. Just spend a little bit more money, Colourpop. Raise the price if you have to, but we're in 2024, coming into 2025. We don't need those pressed glitters. Not in the Colourpops. Not anymore. Come on, pretty please, and thank you. But this is gorgeous. I thoroughly enjoyed this. Again, if you love blue palette and you don't want a huge blue palette, this is the way to go. So that was what came in at number 50. So coming in at number 49, I have to correct because of the Lollipop 49. 8. So coming in at 49 and 48 are the 2 Urban Decay Smiley, these little guys right here. Do you guys remember these? Because I sure do. I've had these for a hot minute, but, you know, these I bought in my haul. But when they first, I can't even remember when they first launched. It was quite some time ago. But anywho, so I said the yellow one, which is Mucho Happy. This one is the one that came in at 49. It has the yellow and the blue, and then you have your neutral, 2 neutral shimmers here, 2 neutrals here. I love Urban Decay. Urban Decay is actually one of my favorite mainstream brands. And I have quite a few of their shadows, excuse me, and base products. And yeah, so this, I really don't like when they have these really long pans instead of, I don't know, maybe if they were a little wider, it'd be different. But I guess I don't mind it. I just wish the pans were a little bigger, like wider, right? So that there's no cross-contamination with your brush, right? So yeah, but really travel friendly, great travel palettes and whatnot. Pigmented, everything played well together, just like I knew that they would. You know, I don't think I've ever really had a bad palette from Urban Decay, to be honest. Not that I remember anyway. So this one, look at the packaging. Stop it. Stop it, okay? So this one, Mucho Happy, coming in at 49. And this one coming in at 48. And this one is Chill Happy. Again, packaging, friggin' cute. I used the heck out of this. I loved this palette. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I freaking dug my nail into it one time. And I've almost hit pan way up here. I don't know if you can see. I love this, and I love the looks that I created with this. Again, wish the pans were a little wider so that, you know, for your brushes and stuff, so you don't cross-contaminate. But other than that, super cute, great formula, loved it. Yeah. So that came in at 48. So coming in at 47 is a Colourpop, which is the Stranger Things. I didn't know between this one and the next one, because it's another Colourpop. So coming in at 47 and then coming in at 46 is another Colourpop. But this one was really good. Minus, again, the pressed glitters, the pressed shadows. Packaging. I am a huge Stranger Things fan. I watched this faithfully, this show. So when I started collecting and then finding out that Colourpop was doing, I mean, look at that. And when I had gone to Ulta, pretty much the whole collection was gone. And I think they had I think it was the Milk Highlighter and the palette. And I think they had the Waffle Scrub. So I just grabbed the palette. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to grab the palette. So love this. I love the color story as well. I think, you know, again, packaging 10 out of 10. Color story, beautiful color story. I've created beautiful looks with this. I've thoroughly enjoyed this palette. Even though this is a pressed glitter, to be honest, Colourpop does the best pressed glitter formulas, if that makes sense. I'd say if you're going to use a pressed glitter, it's Colourpop in their palettes is the way to go. But I'm going to be 50. I have hooded eyes. I don't want to feel gritty stuff on my lids. I don't enjoy that. I don't like the way it feels. So unfortunately, because I mean, this was so pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's one of the pressed. So I was like, oh, you know, hey, I used it. I did. I'm guilty. I freaking used it, but I was like, eh. And I think there's 2 in this palette. Yeah. So that one is called 1985. And the other pressed is the... the something down. I can't read that. But this color, this shade here too, these 2, this whole palette was gorgeous. 11, love this undertone. I love the tone to that and blending out for transition. I love that on my skin tone. So yeah, so this one, Stranger Things Colourpop, came in at 47. Thoroughly enjoyed it, loving it. Dropped my packaging here. Again, package ho, I keep everything in their packaging. I can't, I have a problem of getting rid of my boxes. And well, these are the collector's ones. Like this is the Kiss one from Glamlight. That's the Halloween 2, the Trick or Treat. There's the Kiss PR box, mirror, you know, you get the picture. But with my palettes, I even the box, I just can't throw away the boxes. I know. Hey, don't judge me. Don't judge me. So Stranger Things at 47, coming in at 46, the one that I mentioned, and this actually, the 1111 palette, I think I would have rated it a little higher if it, at the press glitter. I'm not sure if I remember correctly if this one does have one, because this one might not, but then again, it does. So that's the only, I would have ranked this so much higher, because again, there's a backstory to this palette. One of my good friends, I consider her like a sister, and I call her Sister Queen on TikTok. I had walked into Ulta and I saw this palette, and it was maybe only a couple weeks after it launched the collection, and I'm like, I was gonna grab it, but something told me not to grab it, and I'm like, all right, I'll pick it up the following week. Well, with the following week coming, I found out that my sister queen bought this for me. And it touched my heart. It really did. I strongly believe that 1111 is my angel number, personally. I actually would like to get it tattooed right here behind my ear, 1111. I want to say almost on a daily basis. Almost on a daily basis. When I look at the clock, first thing in the morning, I'm getting my stuff done after my coffee, this, that, and the other thing, and doing what I have to do around the house. And anytime I look at it seems like it's 11:11 every time. It's like 11:11 is when I look at the clock, for very first time of the day, really. Except for first thing when I get out of bed. But it's like it pops up everywhere, not just the clock. Like I could be, if I was watching a show, 11:11, it gets brought up. I've seen it, you know, out and about. So clearly, in my opinion, is my personal angel number, in my opinion, and has significance. And this palette is gorgeous. The formula, the Colourpop formula. I love Colourpop. I just wish they would get out of the whole press glitter thing. Otherwise, this would have ranked much higher. So, yeah, very special. I will never get rid of this palette. So, I'll end up either putting it like in a shadow box or something like that when it comes time where I can't use it. But yeah, packaging, beautiful, angel wings, 10 out of 10. Stop it. Stop it. Coming in at 45 is ABH, the Newvo palette. So this I had got on TikTok Shop. And I almost grabbed, when I had gone to Ulta, I had almost grabbed the, I think it was the Romance, it was the cranberry one, and the Cosmic one. And I should have. I still plan on getting those two palettes because I swatched it in store. And even though they're older palettes, they're new to me. And I absolutely, swatching those, I was like, oh, yes. Great formula, just swatching it. This is beautiful, and the formula is beautiful. I think ABH has a beautiful formula. They're luxe, a higher end, of course, well known, as we all know, for their brow products, and but their shadows are, her shadows are gorgeous. This one, I absolutely love this peacock. I've created several looks with this, and it's always been one of my favorites. Again, here we go with that brown undertone, taupey, and it's, that gets me. I don't know. I just absolutely love that. But again, only reason why it's ranking where it is because of indie brands that I have come to know and love, and I know that they outrank ABH. So, but this is a really pretty neutral palette, but it is kind of boring. You do have a pop of purple here, but that shade right there is freaking chef's kiss. So neutral galleys out there, I highly suggest this palette for sure. This is the Newvo palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, ABH. Gorgeous. I love the packaging, period. Nice and sleek and travel friendly, storage friendly. So yeah, love that. So that came in at number, 45. So 44 is the What's Up Beauty Duos. Now, I just got these, and I did a video on these, both on TikTok here and here on my channel. And if you're interested, my TikTok page is, my TikTok account is connected, linked on my YouTube channel. So if you're interested in checking me out over there, I do have almost 22,000 followers over there. Amazing followers. I have some of the most amazing people that follow me over there, and that follow both Joey and I, and some that just follow me. And some of my TikTok family have followed me over here and subscribed and shown me some love, and I love you guys. Thank you so much. So yeah, and again, if you're just tuning in, hi, my name is Lisa. I love everything makeup. I love colorful makeup, especially indie brands. So welcome to my ranking of 66 palettes. Hello, we're on, where are we? 44. Grab a coffee or grab a snack, come on back, because we are at 44, and these are the What's Up Beauty Duos. These are really pretty. I love What's Up Beauty. They are one of my favorite indie brands. I do have their 3 bigger palettes, which are coming up soon. These only ranked where they are because they're just duos. Will I reach for them, really? And because they're just straight up neutral. If I just want a one and done look Like, yeah, I will definitely reach for these. I could put these in my purse for travel. You know what I mean? So they're accessible, but it's not something I'm going to reach for all the time. I'm just happy to have them in my collection from What's Up Beauty. This one is my favorite. Look at that beautiful. It is, again, that formula with, this looks like glass or wet on the lid. Just gorgeous. Silky smooth. I know What's Up Beauty's formula. I know it. I love it. Just stunning. Look at that, how that's swatched. Blends out beautiful. You put this in the crease, put this on the lid, mascara, eyeliner. You're good to go. You know what I mean? Not much kick up in the pans. This one, again, silky soft. And actually, that's not the best swatch of the gold one, but it's a gold shimmer. And again, What's Up Beauty formula is an amazing formula. It really is. I never have had any problems with What's Up Beauty formula. They are a little on the more pricier side, like their brushes. I still have yet to get their brushes, and they are the ones with the like hot pink handles with the black ferrules and the white bristles. I believe they're like $124 US per set. There's 2 sets. They just had a launch with a bronzer and a blush, and also 2 new brushes. However, they had a 3rd brush, which is a highlighter brush, and that is $40 US. And then the bronzer and blush brushes. So, and the reason being that they're a little more pricier is because they use natural hair bristles. So that's kind of like why they're a little more expensive. But I have yet to get their brushes, and I absolutely plan on it within the next month, having both their eye sets, highlighter brush, all their brushes. But I have their 3 larger palettes, and these duos, love them. So these are coming in at $44. What's Up Beauty? So coming in at $43 is Flower Nose. Now this is a Chinese-based, I'm just fixing my numbers here. So this is the Angel palette from the Angel collection that they, Little Angels. Flower Nose has this beautiful, stunning friggin' packaging. The packaging alone, just to have on your vanity. And that's, just knowing that, as well as their formula is great. And you would think, being a Chinese-based and looking at the color story, that it might be too light, but it's not. They are highly pigmented, and they are buildable, and they blend and play well together. The shimmers are shimmering, and they toss in a duochrome for you here. I truly, hopefully at some point, would like to get the full Little Angels collection. I mean, look at that. I can't. It's gorgeous. It's stunning. It's got a little bit of weight to it, so it's luxe. You get this beautiful mirror, and then the scroll work around the mirror here. Pans, I wish the pans were a little bit bigger. But other than that, you have these 2 neutrals down here, and then your pop of color and your 3 shimmers up here. This blue is, I think, is a duo, because it shifts from blue, and then you have, it goes to purple, and it's just, it's gorgeous. I can't wait till my lighting. Oh my God, you guys. I'm getting impatient about the lighting. And then this beautiful, it's almost like a, I don't want to say silver. It has maybe like pewter, but then there's like this green sparkle in it, and then this gold one. But here, these two, you have a lighter neutral brown and then this darker one, which swatched looks like it looks in the pan. On the lid, the undertones are really pretty and light enough to blend out. You wouldn't think you could with these, but again, you put these in the crease, this on the lid along with the shimmers. You know what I mean? It's just a really beautiful palette. Packaging, again, a fairly large collection. There's also a white one, so it's white in the background with the angel. I cannot, and I think that's a strictly all neutral palette, the white one is. So yeah, Flower Nose is coming in at 43. And even the outside packaging, you know, I mean, the back is in Chinese, so I can't read any of that, but that's just gorgeous itself. So coming in at 42 is another, I believe, these Girl Cult, I believe, is another Chinese-based. I got this off of TikTok. This was gifted to me by Girl Cult, so the packaging is fire. Like, I love the box, but look, this is a quad, and they actually have some bigger palettes, and I do have them in my showcase on TikTok, and I have this one too, but I absolutely, it's just stunning, and it's luxe, and up you have a mirror. And here's the quad, and here's they give you a multi-chrome in here. They sure do. And it is smooth. So silky, soft, smooth. See how it's pink, then gold, then green. Ugh. It's freaking stunning. It is. It's... Makes me happy. Makes me a happy clown. Yes, it does. But the one thing I am going to share with you on this quad for Girl Cult is, yes, you have this neutral brown. Again, you can build these colors up. This looks like a brick red on the lid. And then when you blend it out, you can really see kind of like almost, again, these are so rich in color and highly pigmented. So do you see how that blending, and it still has that sheen to it? It's just gorgeous. And this black, when you get it, it's marbled with this beautiful sheen shimmer red. I thought it was just like an overlay. It's not. The red is marbled throughout the whole shadow. And the way that comes across on the lid with that red, and it doesn't go away. That red is there, that marble. And I'm sorry if you can't see that, but it is pigmented, this black, all of them. And this is gorgeous. So I'm so glad to have this in my collection. There is a blue one, a green one, an all neutral one, and then they have a bigger palette, actually 3 of them, with I think 10 shadows in it, if I'm not mistaken, which is a blue, more monochromatic one, and I have that in my showcase and along within my cart on my on my TikTok account. So, but that is Girl Cult, and that is coming in the quad at 42. So coming in at 41 is What's Up Beauty, the Desert Monsoon. Again, I think, I don't know if this was their same, because this was their first palette that they did. That I know of. I'm pretty sure. And the packaging, it's got that soft touch packaging. Absolutely love that. Gorgeous. It's the desert. There's the cactuses, the lightning. There, it's just gorgeous, right? This is definitely What's Up Beauty does a lot of neutral leaning, but they also they always give you options, choices with color. They're, you know what I mean? This downpour, here I am saying we're not going to be able to swatch all these, but as I get down to the nitty gritty here, like, and that's downpour, is gorgeous. Everything highly pigmented, again, blending well. Again, I just think I like their other two palettes better, and the looks that I created with the other two better than this. Not that I didn't create beautiful looks with it, because I certainly did, and I've been enjoying this palette absolutely. So yeah, it is coming in at 41. And I like the fact that their protectors are fairly thick. They're not really thin, flimsy ones. So that is at 41. So coming in at 40 is, now we're getting into some Glamlight. So Glamlight Kiss Palette. Okay. This, as you see, I got the whole PR box collection, kit and caboodle, the bag, everything. I'm a huge Kiss fan. Again, gonna be 50 in March, so I'm a Gen Xer, and I absolutely do love the band. So it made sense that I wanted this collection, okay? Is it their good formula? No. No. Because now that I've tried other palettes from them, I can understand where other bigger creators were coming from, or anybody that's reviewed this palette. Now, I've enjoyed the looks that I've created with it, but I noticed that it wasn't their original good Glamlight formula that people talk about. And now that I have found out for myself, packaging 10 out of 10. Y'all know Glamlight just hits it out of the park. They just do. I love the fact that she, you know, keeps her palettes in here so that you don't have to even take it out of the box. It can just sit in the box and stand up, so you don't have to keep taking it in and out and ruining your palette. But lenticular packaging, love it. It's got the band, right? This, it's got the kiss and the flames, and it's awesome. So here's the palette. I have seen this from them, this color story, this very color story. This I see in what, Nightmare on Elm Street, Rick and Morty. Like it's like a repeating color story. But even so, okay, don't care. But the formula wasn't, they were dry, definitely. I don't mind kick back in the pan. I really don't care. But this was more than normal. So it definitely was a drier formula. It definitely, they were highly pigmented. Yes, they blended fine, everything, but I don't know. It felt different on the eyes too. So I don't know if that makes difference for whatever. You got the picture of the band here. I loved the whole collection. But it definitely wasn't their original formula. What I didn't like was people, but then again, you know what? I'm just gonna stop at that. Never mind. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. However, opinions can be put much nicer than what I've heard. Again, shh, none of that. So that's where Glamlight Kiss Palette came in at 40. At 39 came the Glamlight Friday the 13th. Packaging 10 out of 10. I love when Glamlight does horror theme stuff. That's pretty much what they do. I wish I knew the brand when they did like their baked goods stuff. Allie Dawson, I watch her faithfully. I turn my notification bells on for the gurus that I watch. And I know Allie absolutely loves Glamlight, and she has everything they've ever made. So watching her Glamlight collection video that she had, pizzas and the cake and this and that, burger, I'm all about that because I am a package hoe, and just the packaging alone would be like reeling me right in. This, again, I don't know if this was maybe the same formula that they used for the Kiss. I don't know. Seemed a little bit drier, but it was better than the Kiss one, though. Thoroughly enjoyed the looks that I've created, but do you notice something here? If I were to pull out the Kiss palette, do you see? See what I'm saying? So, anywho, it is the Friday the 13th by Glamlight, coming in at 39. Coming in at 38 is the Glamlight Hershey's. I still keep it in my packaging. I think this is freaking adorable. I just can't help it. I forgot to put my protector back on. I'm kind of a little anal about that. But this, just to open it up, and then when you look at it, I can't. I love it. I just love this. I do. And this formula was the bomb. I created such beautiful blue look with this. I always have I'm like, wait, I haven't played with this in so long. I'm like, how does this open? I forgot. Okay, here it is. So these don't have names, but they're numbered on the protector. Blue Heaven, soft pigmented, this blue right here, this shimmer. So pretty. And when I came in, like, she was pretty much selling all these out, and they were going to be discontinued. And it sucked because I wanted to be able to get the chocolate one, like all of them if I could have. And there was a purple, like I wanted them all. But all the other ones were sold out, and this was the only one left. So beautiful. So this is when I found out about the true Glamlight formula, where I started with them. So that was a reference point for me. And then when the Halloween and yeah, the other palettes that I've got from them, and I have to grab my charger for my phone because it just said 20%. So that's never a good thing. Now the only thing being, because of how everything's set up and my cord is not the longest. So I'm hoping that I will be able to plug my phone Oh, there goes my light. That's wonderful. That shouldn't have went off. I apologize, you guys. That was weird. Although this light, that cord is it's kind of frayed. And I don't know why it's doing this to me right now. Please don't do this to me right now. Yeah, this isn't good. And I probably should have thought about this beforehand. But anyways, okay. So raw and uncut with me, guys. And my protector. Oh, well. So that was the Hershey's at 38. So coming in at 37. And let me fix this. So coming in at 37 is the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. And boy, I am really pushing my luck with some of these palettes, just like leaning. This palette right here, packaging, 10 out of 10. I'm hoping, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Oh, Lord help me. Oh my God, this is crazy. No way is this happening to me right now. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure why that light keeps, especially with this here. If I could. Okay. So, moving on. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get going on this with this channel because this is so crazy. Thank you guys for being so patient. Seriously, I appreciate you. Again, box, I can't give it up. Don't know why. Just this is gorgeous to just have on your vanity. And I guess they had repackaged this and reformulated it as well. And this you could definitely, like a face palette, like you could use these for highlighter, and I have. These are pigmented, soft, silky, beautiful. You get a beautiful mirror. And as y'all know, you know I love my cosmetics that smell like you can eat it. I just love it. I love my cosmetics to smell good. Some people don't like it. Yeah, it doesn't bother me, actually. I absolutely love it. And Too Faced, in my opinion, is the only one that, like, hits the mark for me. So this smells like coconut to me, like cocoa. It smells so good. And again, gorgeous palette. And it's just gorgeous, period. I'm glad that they repackaged it. I've created some stunning neutral looks with it. Gorgeous. And I'm glad that they repackaged it and reformulated it. So that one is coming in at 37. So 36 is Aptly in Love. So I might as well just pull this pile right here. So this is Aptly in Love packaging. Again, I do like when Too Faced does their tins. And unfortunately, this is the only one I have. I would love to get the like Italian spritz. There was the pumpkin one and whatnot. I just never got to them. I'm sure I could still get them. They do still sell the Italian spritz, I believe, the TikTok shop and whatnot. And I think maybe on their website too, I'm not sure. But this was the one that they came out with this year. So, and again, it smells like spicy pumpkin, like caramel apple pie. Like I don't know. It just smells so good. And nice mirror. You know how Too Faced is. The apples are kind of raised. I like the fact that you have some warm neutrals, but you still have light to dark, and you have these beautiful reds. And this red shimmer and green shimmer that they give you, I mean, you could use this as a Christmas palette as well. I mean, it's gorge. It's gorge. Beautiful formula, Too Faced. I've never had any issues. The ones that I have, you know, used or come across, I've never had issues with their formula. So again, reason being why it's here is because, you know, it's actually higher than all the other ones. So, but these indie brands, they've got my heart. I'm telling you. But at the same time, I'm still keeping that in the back of my mind to when I was ranking these to say, hey, mainstream is going to be nothing like indie. Okay, so you need to make sure that you're doing this fairly. And in my opinion, I think I did, you know, ranking them at this point of where they are in the palettes that I have. So, you know, so Aptly in Love came in at 36, 35, and 34. At 35, Urban Decay, the original palette. So the OG palette, y'all, right? You know, this one. Now they brought this back. They reformulated it. I didn't have mine from back in the day to compare it, so I don't know. But I have receipt, you know, and that was so friggin' long ago. Like, so long ago. But I've seen the reviews. People are like, it's definitely revamped. So that's a good thing. I still have my brush in here. I've used this 3 times, and I actually used this to create a look on Joey's daughter, Bella. She wanted me to do her makeup. She had been wanting me to do her makeup. And, you know, she's 18, so, you know, she just wanted something just very light and neutral. And I think it came out really beautiful. She thought it came out beautiful, so that's all that mattered to me, was that she thought it was beautiful. So, yeah, just a real light, simple look, and it came out beautiful. Formula's great. It's Urban Decay, one of my favorite mainstreams, so no shocker here, okay? And then next in line is the Urban Decay Metal Mania. This I use as a companion palette as well, shockingly enough. And this is coming in at 34. So, I mean, packaging, Urban Decay kills it. Urban Decay, I wish back in the day I was heavily into like collecting, because some of the palettes, and I still have yet to get the Star palette that they have for the holiday. I will be grabbing that, as a matter of fact. Now, and I mean, I really wish I could have grabbed some of the palettes throughout the years. The packaging, like the storybook ones, if you know, you know. Okay. This is a badass palette for a mainstream. I mean, you have yellow shimmer and this beautiful fuchsia pink, silver. And then this like champagne bronze color. And then, you know, you've got your light neutral to getting darker. And it's just, a true black with a little bit of shimmer, like a satin shimmer, satin, black. Can't find the words tonight, I swear. The brushes, they're not horrible, but I mean, they're better than most mainstream ones that are put in here, so I give them that. But this is a gorgeous palette. I don't think I'll ever declutter my Urban Decays. I don't know. I don't think I could. So that is the Urban Decay Metal Mania coming in at 34. So coming in at 33 and 32 is my two and only palettes that I have that I actually was like shocked. My TJ Maxx haul is my two Pat McGrath. These two are the only ones that I have. I would love to have a few Mothership palettes. More than likely I will down the road if they don't get discontinued. They're on the TikTok shop as well. So it's the Bijou, the Bijou Brilliance collection. And I had ranked where is that? The Bordeaux at 33 and the Lunar at 32. And I believe this one is the Lunar one. So this is the Bordeaux. So they're 5-pan palette. A one and done. Take a couple of shimmers, maybe put some bronzer in your crease. Again, liner, whatever. Pat McGrath's shadows. I've used these several times just as a quick look, whatever. And her formula is beautiful. I mean, it is. So can't say much more than that, because these two are the only thing that I've known, and especially any kind of reviews that I have seen from any other creators, that it's been nothing but good things. So, and now I've been able to find out for myself with these two palettes, and I'm so grateful to have them in my collection. This is the Bordeaux, or Bordeaux. And then this one is the Lunar one. It's got blue. And so this one for me was just more me, and I love the looks that I've created, which I've created 2 looks with this palette. So, yeah, I just think these are gorgeous, travel friendly. So these are awesome. So coming in at 33 and 32 is the Pat McGrath Bijou Brilliance palettes. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I've seen some creators and even, like the beauty gurus who either they get it in PR or they actually purchase themselves, because those palettes, the mothership palettes, are like $128 a piece. You know what I mean? So, but I guess they're well worth it. I mean, I don't think, because in my opinion, some of them kind of lean looking the same. So I could probably stop myself and be like, these are the ones I'd rather have than all of them, because the simple fact that there are some that just are leaning more looking similar. So that's just my opinion. And coming in at 31 is the What's Up Beauty palettes, both of the other two. So number 31 and number 30. So number 31 is the Geodes palette. Again, one of my favorite indie brands. These are absolutely gorgeous, amazing, beautiful formula. Created some beautiful looks with these. This is the packaging. It looks like an amethyst, so an amethyst geode. You've got texture, so it's just really gorgeous. You've got some jewel. I cannot talk. Jewel toned shadows, shimmers, and they give you a duo in here. So I mean, this palette I've enjoyed thoroughly, and it's absolutely beautiful. The Dragon's Eye is my absolute favorite. It has the jewel tone, but it's gorge, and the packaging is fire. It's iconic. I can't. So this one is coming in Geodes from What's Up Beauty at 31. And the Dragon's Eye from What's Up Beauty. This is soft matte touch. Love that. So coming up in 30, this again, it's What's Up Beauty. I know and love this brand, their formula. And the packaging, this was their last big palette that they did. I mean, look at it. Okay, like, it's gorgeous. Again, these palettes are thin, so, they're travel friendly. They're easy to store. Again, neutral leaning, but they're always giving you that option of color, and I absolutely love that. This duo here is crazy good. And this one. So you get two in here, okay? You might even get... No, there's three. There's more than that. I think they're all duos in here, to be honest, except for one. It is just, it's a crazy, beautiful, beautiful palette. And I have made, I've created like 5 looks with this. And I reached for it almost every day when I first got it. It's gorgeous. And I don't think I'll ever declutter any of my What's Up Beauty. I don't know. It's always going to be hard because I have the collector mentality, but at the same time, I know I will need to make room later on to make room for more collections, but at the same time, you can't keep everything forever, right? So, but it's still going to be hard. So coming in at 29, oh my God, we are at 29, which is not too bad. We're at an hour and almost 40 minutes, so I think we're doing pretty good. because I've seen some declutters and rankings go for at least 2 hours. And that's with someone that's got like 100 palettes, or maybe 120 or 108 or something. So for my first ranking, I think I'm not doing too bad, especially for somebody that isn't even editing. That this is raw and uncut. So coming in at 29 is Nomad, which is the Ireland Wild Atlantic Way. Now, y'all know I love my green eyeshadow, my greens, my blues, my purples. The packaging is absolutely, you know, beautiful. It's this velvety, beautiful, right? This is green heaven. This is whatever green look you could possibly, to a certain extent, think of, it's here. But you also have some neutral colors in here too. I wish there were the one thing, and the reason why it's ranked here, I wish there were a couple of mattes that were lighter. So you have this one here, and this one, and this one. I mean, yes, here, but the undertones. So I wish there just were maybe one more of a lighter matte. Maybe definitely like a mint green, even lighter than this one, or these two even. So again, I've used this, and I just got this Nomad like a month ago. So I've been playing with these palettes, and I absolutely have been enjoying this palettes, and I've created a couple of beautiful looks, and I'm just really, I'm thankful that I have this in my collection. So that is the Ireland Wild Atlantic Way by Nomad Cosmetics. And that was at number 29. Coming in at 28, and I just got to fix these. Coming in at 28 is Glamlight, the Trick or Treat palette. So y'all know I did created a video for you guys as well on my TikTok, and I think I did a short as well. This is definitely the Glamlight formula that I know. Lenticular packaging. I friggin' loved this movie. Even though it's like almost a decade old or whatever, but it's still kind of a freaky, funny kind of horror movie, and Sam ain't playing. He's in it throughout the whole thing. Of course, the lenticular packaging, that's how Glamlight rolls. There's no names. Again, they're numbered, but look at that yummy, yummy color story. And these are pigmented, soft, silky, blend like a dream. Shimmers are shimmering. Just, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I've loved the looks that I've done with this. I've done a sunset look with this. The black is jet black, pigmented, like, love it. So, a wonderful, beautiful Halloween. And even not just a Halloween palette, it's a nice fall palette too. I mean, I don't personally say, hey, this is a fall palette, spring palette, Christmas palette, yada yada shackety. I wear what I want to wear when I want to wear it. To me, I don't have rules with makeup, just the basic ones so that your makeup looks decent. Okay, when it comes to shadow, I'm really hoping that, you know, I can help women my age, or like I've always said, even if you're younger and you're coming to realize that you want to get into more color, or you want to know more about indie brands and you want to take this journey with me, and or you might have hooded eyes, you know, and you just want to use color. I say have fun with your makeup. Don't be afraid of color. And again, I'll say it and I'll say it again. You don't have to go out of the house. You can just take some you time, you know, at your vanity or wherever you put your makeup on, and just have fun. Okay? At the end of the day, it is not that serious. It is makeup and it washes off. So, with that said, hopefully I can be of some help. And I am not a makeup artist, and I don't claim to be. I still have a lot to learn. But I am getting better, in my opinion. And I love what I do. I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate about helping others, and I'm passionate about lifting other creators up. And hopefully, you know, I receive the same back. I mean, it's always nice, right? But I'm always gonna be kind. I'm always going to try to help in any way that I can. And hopefully, you know, like if you just come across my page, you know, if I just came across you and welcome to my ranking, raw and uncut. I'm ranking 66 palettes, and I hope I can be of some help by looking through all these different brands, different palettes, that I can be of some help. Whether or not you want to spend your hard-earned money by me explaining my experience using these palettes, these brands, and where they stand in my opinion. So yeah, you know. So that is coming in Glamlight Trick or Treat at 28. So coming in at 27, another Glamlight, which is the Halloween 2. Again, this was their Halloween launch, and they had already launched a regular Halloween collection. So this was Halloween 2. This palette, I went gaga over, okay? And with the Trick or Treat palette, I definitely understood that's Glamlight formula. But when I started playing with this and the packaging, I couldn't. I was like so excited, so happy about this. I love Glamlight. Always will. I will forever be a diehard Glamlight fan. But I do know what I gravitate to. The Fresh Prince collection, yeah, I did grow up with that, but it wasn't for me. The color story, it wasn't for me. I think they should have used the microphones for the Kiss collection versus that collection. I think it just would have made a little more sense. I don't know. But anyways, so lenticular packaging, again, look at that. And it goes from red to orange. It can't. Can't. So I played with this palette. And I did post a short when I did this look with this palette. I've only used it twice. And both times, this formula is awesome. This is the Glamlight formula. This must be this is it, okay? It is gorgeous. And I loved the very first look that I created with it. Like an open halo, and just went up to the to the side and up. This, I think is, and she gives you a duo in here. Like that. Or it's just, it's a duo. It is gorgeous, period. And I had so much fun, and I will continue to have fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed. But where the other palettes are sitting, this one ranks where it is. So coming at, where did I say it was? 27, Glamlight Halloween 2. Whoa. So coming in at 26, Blend Bunny The Longing palette. Again, another one of my favorite indie brands that I have come to know and love. This palette truly, there's a backstory on this palette. If I'm not mistaken, I think she was creating this or created it after her mom or during her mom was sick, the owner of Blend Bunny. And so this has a lot of meaning behind it. And of course the palette is called Longing. You can tell by the moodiness of how these colors just are. I've used this palette 3 times so far, and the looks that I've created with it have been absolutely beautiful. Blend Bunny by far has the top 3 matte formula, in my opinion. The top 3 in the indie community, in my opinion. Their mattes are pigmented, silky soft, blend like a dream, and so effortlessly. And I love it. And her shimmers are gorgeous as well. So, but you definitely could see where this is moody and with feeling. And so that, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. And so, yeah. And this isn't the only palette from Blend Bunny that is fraught with meaning, that there's a backstory. There is another palette that has a story to it as well. And it is in here. And that is the Machina palette. Hopefully I'm saying it's Machina or Makina, but I think it's Machina. So that Blend Bunny Longing palette coming in at 26. Coming in at 25 is the one I was just talking about, which is the Makina. I think it's Machina. The artwork is gorgeous. The artist is Isabel Staub. And the story, from what I have heard, and I don't know if it was the artist or the owner, with the story, or the testimony, I should say, is, I don't want to give false information, so I don't know if it was her dad or her grandfather. I think it could have been her dad that had dementia, and they were kind of working on the fruition of the art and the palette or whatever. I believe. So, but I know that he was sick. And so this palette came to fruition, and this is one of the rainbow leaning palettes that I have. The other one is Divination, which was the collaboration between Robert Welsh and Blend Bunny. And that is also like a rainbow leaning palette. These are the only rainbow leaning palettes that I have currently. But this one I have created some beautiful looks. I've used the blue, the green, this coral and red, and the purple. I haven't touched this one yet, or the pink. I've swatched them, but I will. And I have the green look that I did. Oh my gosh, the blue one. This on camera, the look that I did, and I used the black to deepen up, it almost was glowing. Like the mattes are so rich in pigment. And that's, Blend Bunny just, I can't say enough and I can't recommend enough. So if you are getting into indie brands, and they're not bad priced either, so check out Blend Bunny Cosmetics for sure. I will do my best of what I can fit in the description box for you guys. All of the brands, their websites, in case you are interested in any of these brands or any of these items, these products, palettes for you. I will link their websites, as I always do, for you in case you are interested. So, but this is a stunning palette. Formula, great. So that was the Blend Bunny Machina palette. And then coming in at 24 and 23 is both by Odin's Eye, but 24 is the Trick or Treat and the Little Ghost. So both of these palettes are from one of my absolute favorite YouTube creators, beauty gurus, in my opinion, is Angelica Nyquist, and she is the owner and CEO of Singe Beauty. And you see me using her brushes. I have her blushes. I only have a couple of more. She just launched a palette, so congratulations, Angie, for that. Not that you'll ever see this, but so stoked, so happy for her. I've seen the palette. I have yet to get it. I truly want to get it. It's $45 US, which at that price point is amazing. Angie really tries to keep the prices fairly decent. And for a small indie brand, that's actually pretty incredible, even for her brushes, because everybody and their brother uses them. And I see why. They're great. They're amazing. She puts out quality products. And I love watching her content. I have learned quite a bit from her. I have joined her, her members only. I subscribe to the Extremely Happy Clown, so like the top tier. So I'm actually looking forward to that very first Zoom call in January, which I think will be so awesome to be able to ask her questions, and it's awesome. So these two palettes, this was a collaboration with Odin's Eye a couple Halloweens back. These here. There was a third palette, and it was called Hella, and that one had already been discontinued because they had restocked it twice. I'm not sure if these are still available or not. I will still link Odin's Eye's website in the description box for you. However, I would hurry up, because they said once this last restock is gone, they're gone forever. And I literally said, like, and I meant it, like, if I could get a hold of whoever this artist was, I would have that tattooed on my back, no questions asked. The artwork is absolutely freaking stunning, and it's right up my freaking alley, so just saying. So the one coming in at is the Trick or Treat, which is coming in at 24. Okay, so there's Angie, right? And these were Halloween palettes. And in both palettes, I could definitely see Angelica. I saw her in the Hella palette because that was heavy on greens. And it was just, that was a gorgeous palette. I wish I could have nabbed it. I've used this palette twice. Now I know what everybody has been going on and on about for Odin's Eyes formula. And I definitely plan on investing for sure. Absolutely stunning, stunning formula, stunning artistry, and a stunning palette, and I've done stunning looks. So super happy to have these both in my collection. That was the Trick or Treat palette with the collab with Angelica Nyquist and Odin's Eye, and this one is the Little Ghost. Again, I posted on my TikTok a look, and I believe I also posted on here as well. I think I did a short with the look that I did. I used this yellow. I believe I used the purple as well. So I did the yellow and purple look. It came out really beautiful in my opinion. I thoroughly enjoyed this palette, and I can't wait to keep playing with it. Again, Odin's Eye, the formula is awesome. It's amazing. And I'm so lucky to have this in my collection, and I was able to nab these before they're gone forever. So yeah. So those came at 24 and 23. So we're down to 22. We are almost done, everybody. 22, let me just fix this. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. All right. So coming in at 22 is Cosmic Beauty. Y'all already know, one of my favorite indie brands, and Cosmic Beauty, formerly known as Cosmic Brushes. I have made several videos. Again, one of my favorite indie brands, and they are located out of the UK. Price point is, for the quality that you get, it's nuts. It's nuts. So this was hard from I'd say definitely 20 down, like I was explaining in the beginning. It just gets harder and harder. So this is the Gothic palette. I've enjoyed playing with this. Again, Cosmic Beauty has an amazing formula. Their shimmers, their mattes are really silky smooth. Everything plays well together. I've used this twice. Both looks that I've created with this have been absolutely stunning. So happy to have this, and you get a duochrome right there, as you can see. So this is coming in at 22 is the Gothic palette. Super happy to have. Pretty much I have all of their palettes except for 3. The Sinister Mystery Box, which I really would like to get, the Serenity palette, and the Delights. I probably won't pick up the Delights palette, so I'm only going to get the Sinister Box and the Serenity palette, and my collection's pretty much complete from them. The very first palette they ever came out with, I guess, I didn't know about. Strawberry something maybe. I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, super happy. I do have the lavender set, like I've mentioned to you guys. Lavender brushes. Their brushes are freaking awesome. I love them. I go on and on about CB4. You guys know that. So that's Gothic, and that's coming in at 22. Coming in at 21 is Nomad 5 Fuji Lakes. When I first saw this, and I saw creators using it, I'll tell you, when I saw Angelica using this palette, I didn't think too much of it, except for the packaging, right? So this is like a literal painting. It is canvas material, and this is like a painting. The paint on it is, it feels just like a painted, a painting. That's all I can say, and it is gorgeous. I mean, it's the Fuji 5 Lakes, okay? And this is in Japan. Nomad, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, they do destination themed palettes, and the proceeds for whatever they are promoting, some of the proceeds, their sales go towards whatever that may be. So I think that that's great that an indie brand is doing, you know, giving back. So to organizations that need it, you know, or help saving, whether it be animals or forest or whatever that might be. But like I was saying, when I saw Angie playing with this, I didn't think too much of it. And then I saw the looks she created. And I said, wow, that is crazy. And now I knew Nomad is good. I already knew that. I knew their formula, you know, amazing. I created a sunset look, which I had never done in my life. And I was able to pretty much do that with what I've been given here. And I can't wait to continue to play with this palette. The formula is amazing. It's the Nomad formula I've come to know and love. And I am just, the color story, it's gorgeous. And I have come to really enjoy yellows and oranges on my skin tone, on my lid. Reds still intimidate me, but I'm getting better. So this is a beautiful palette, and you definitely should give it a go, because I don't think you'd be disappointed, even though it looks intimidating. Seriously, it's gorgeous. And so that came in at number 21. Number 20, y'all. We are down to number 20, and we're at 2 hours and 7 minutes. This is going to take forever to upload. Is the Polar Express. So this was their recent and last launch of the year. I love the movie. Makes me cry every time I saw this, and I've seen the winter goodness looks that have been created with this. Again, you got the inside of the train, and of course Nomad's palettes, they all come with postcards with a saying, which is pretty cool. This one came with your golden ticket, so I thought that that was an awesome added touch. Here is what the front looks like. And so yeah, I've only used this palette once, and I created a blue look with it, and I absolutely thought it came out beautiful. In my opinion, I've enjoyed this palette. I just can't wait to play with it some more. But it's at where it's at, because there's some really amazing palettes coming up in the next 19 palettes. So hang tight, because we're getting there. But that was the last Nomad palette. And that's the Polar Express. So, love it. And so Blend Bunny at 19, the Divination. This, I had just talked about it. Love this. This is soft touch packaging. This was the collaboration between Blend Bunny and Robert Welsh, beauty guru who I faithfully watch, have notification bell on, and every time he uploads, I am there to watch. So, again, Isabel Staub is the artist, Blend Bunny. This came with lashes that I wore every day, and there's 2 sets and they're stackable. 2 glosses. This was just a gorgeous palette. And of course this one, it bends all the way backwards and you get a really nice big mirror. Again, this is kinda a rainbow leaning, but not, because it's not very bright colors, but it is a rainbow leaning. And you definitely get more shimmers in this palette than we usually see from Blend Bunny. So that was really nice. So bravo there, Robert. But I'm going to tell you what, Oracle. And number 7 is just something to see on the lid. Just gorgeous, stunning. I have not played with this too much. I've done 2 looks with this, and the look I did on my TikTok, and I also got all into character and did a short for my channel here as well. So hopefully you check those out. And but this is, again, Blend Bunny mattes, and I think a lot of people were kind of waiting for this collaboration. And a lot of people were like, yes. I know I was one of them. So happy that collaboration had happened with Robert Welsh and Blend Bunny. So absolutely, this is coming in at 19, y'all. So we are at 18. We are in the home stretch for the most part. Hang in there. So coming in at number 18 is 18 and 17, which are the Ensley Rain. And these are the 6-pan palettes. Okay, so this one is coming in at 19, which is the bunny. It's Hoppy Go Lucky. And I have only created 1 look so far with this, but again, Ensley Rain's formula is freaking amazing. Their shimmers, Ensley Rain and Bella Beauty Bar, Triple B, have the most amazing shimmer formulas and duos and multis and halos, in my opinion. And I do have codes, affiliate codes, with both of those brands. So I do have an affiliate code with Ensley Rain, and it is all capital letters, FFM Lisa. It'll save you 10% if you use my code, and I do get a little bit of commission if you do use it. If you do, I appreciate you so much. I can't say enough thank you. You don't have to use it. You can use another creator's code. Why not save yourself some money? But it also helps the creator too. So with that being said, again, I will put in the description box Ensley Rain, Bella Beauty Bar's website, and I will also put a specific section letting you know that I am affiliated and my affiliate code, and that it saves you the 10% and about my commission. So again, this is Hoppy Go Lucky. their 6 pans, their woodland creature that they're doing every month. I'm not sure if they're going to continue to do it for a whole year. So they started in October. I don't know if they're going to continue to go to this coming October of 2025, but they just came out with their December palette, and it is called What the Fox, and it is a little fox, and it is super cute. If you look at these, they're just adorable, and I love the color story. The Nutty by Nature, though, this one was my favorite out of these two. And I do have more Ensley Rain coming. So I wanted to get this ranking done, but I didn't know if I was going to get my Ensley Rain order in time by the end of the year. So, because they were talking, even doing expedited shipping, they were talking January 4th. I was like, whoa. But come to find out, my order shipped yesterday. Right? Today's what? Today's Tuesday, right? So it should be here. It's saying it'll be here on route Saturday. So I'm super excited about that. I'm obviously going to make a video doing looks, creating looks with that. I got Light in Your Eyes, which is just a beautiful collection. And there's a meaning behind that. And I'll tell you all about that, which I mentioned it. But once I have it in my hands. And I finally was able to... yeah, no, I picked up a couple of sale items too. So, yeah, and I finally got Cosmic Dreamer. So I'm excited to get those. So I created an amazing look. Like I said, I only did one look with this one. So this one is coming in at 18. And then the Nutty by Nature is coming in at 17. I've done 2 looks with this one. This here is actually this this shade here, Carrot Cake, on the Hoppy Go Lucky, is absolutely gorgeous. It looks like a dark brown, but on the lid, when you start to blend it out, this was completely unexpected. It's almost like a purpley red. It's just gorgeous. I had to mention that. But with the Nutty by Nature, the brown, the mustard yellow, this was absolutely, loved the look that I created with this. So I'm so happy to have these in my collection, and I definitely will be grabbing What the Fox. And that looks like it's got a green, couple of greens in it. I've seen the reviews, the people that have got PR. So super excited to get that. So now we're at 16, which is Cosmic Beauty, 'Tis the Season. Now this one I just, oh boy, that's like way underneath. So I'm gonna have to grab this pile. So I just picked up the 'Tis the Season collection. Hopefully you guys had seen my short and the video that I did a look with this this palette. It's absolutely beautiful. It's definitely Christmas vibes, holiday vibes for sure. In the Cosmic Beauty, the formula. I don't know. I think I ranked it where I ranked it here because the look that I had created for this row here, because I've used these 2 shades, this whole row. I've used that green. I used this whole row and the purple. So I pretty much have utilized this whole palette except for Garland and Festive. No, I put Festive, except for Garland. You know, I haven't really dipped into that shade yet. But it was these two, and I think this Peachy, it was because Peach corrects for me, and I really had to build it up. It's the same formula. It's just me. This is a gorgeous palette, and I can't wait to continue to create with it. So that's why it is sitting and ranking where it is. And the whole collection was freaking beautiful. It came in the silk bag, which I think you might be able to see behind me. I don't know. Where did it go? Right there. Along with two cream blushes and two lipsticks, magnetic lipsticks. I went gaga over that. So that is the 'Tis the Season coming in at, what did I say it was? 16. So coming in at 15, and I just gotta correct these for a second. 14, 13, 12. So coming in at 15 is another, the next two are actually Cosmic Beauty. So Cosmic Beauty is the Muse palette. Stunning palette, again. Cosmic Beauty, it's one of my favorite indie brands, y'all know. And I just put this because I was like, oh my gosh, this is getting harder and harder to place these. I haven't utilized this whole palette just yet. And actually, this is the only palette that I have seen Cosmic Beauty where it's a little chaotic. It's not as straightforward as they normally do. So that's why it's been placed here. But I created, you know, 2 looks with this. I've played with it. Gorgeous. Cosmic Beauty's formula is stunning. Okay, you know. So that's why that is where that is. And I'm trying to not drop this power strip. And coming in at 14 is Cosmic Beauty Cool Trolls. This one was really hard because I've created 3 looks with this. Any looks I've created, I have gone out and I have received compliments on my eyes, and they're like, wow, what eyeshadow do you have on? By who, you know? You get a multi-chrome up there, or a duo. I think it's a multi. Just blue goodness. It's cool tone for sure, and it's neutral. So what can you say? It's just, it's gorgeous. And that's Cosmic Beauty. And at 13, which is kind of funny, is Unearthly Cosmetics, and it's the Night Terror box. So this was like the I think it was a Halloween horror mystery box thing. And I was wondering, I think this was freaking awesome. This came with, I love how Unearthly does her packaging, Amanda, and it came with 2 glosses. Actually, it came with a highlighter, a liquid highlighter, and a lip gloss. And those are in, but here's the palette. I've only used this once so far, but Unearthly Cosmetics is one of my favorite indie brands. Again, I've only created 1 look with this, and the look that I created, like, look at that. Look at it. Stop it. And it just outranked for just being a 9-pan palette. I mean, her formula, Amanda's formula, is awesome. It's beautiful. So it is sitting right here at number 13. Good old lucky number 13 for Unearthly Cosmetics. I love Unearthly's vibe. It's totally my vibe. And I absolutely loved this mystery box, and I love the palette, so it is at 13. So coming in at 12, we have Cosmic Beauty Neutrals. Didn't you think it was coming? Did you not think it was coming? So the Neutrals palette, this is what it looks like. If you don't know, again, neutrals, but with a pop of color, and it's a neutrals with a twist, and you've got a duochrome in here. That is like a putty. I can't recommend this brand enough, especially with their price point, and even being in the UK. The shipping is not that bad. It really isn't. So with that, you know, I have created actually several looks with this, and I've received compliments, and the formula is just so great. I can't recommend them enough. I can't recommend all of these brands enough that have been in my top 15, 20, 25, you know, Bella Beauty Bar, well, not yet, but Unearthly, Cosmic, Ensley Rain, Blend Bunny, Colourpop. I mean, even Colourpop, like they're great brands, great formulas. So that was that coming in at number 12, number 11, and number 10 is both Ensley Rain. Coming in at 11 is Flutter. This is beautiful. And again, I have a hard time with boxes. But if you just look, the artistry is gorgeous. The imagery, the wings are iridescent, her eyes, this color story, in my opinion. This is beautiful. And I've created several looks with this. When I first got this, I was so freaking giddy. I actually did 2 looks in a row, one right after the other. I finished one, I did video with it, whatever, and I took it off, and I just sat and I played with this. Ensley Rain does that to you. They do. And so does Bella Beauty Bar. And I don't know if it's just because of how beautiful the special shades are, and you can't wait to get to that point. I don't know. And just to have this in your hands, yes, are they on the pricier side? Yes. But it's because to make these special shades, the pigments are expensive. And these are magnetic pans too. So you can, move them around how you like or whatever, or leave them the way they are like I do. So this is coming in at a number 11. The Flutter palette by Ensley Rain. Now again, there's a Flourish palette. It is a brighter color story. This was a huge collection, huge. Blushes, highlighters, special single shades, you name it, everything, right? So, I mean, I would like to get Flourish. It didn't speak to me like Flutter did. I'm gonna have to take a sip of really cold coffee. Okay. And we are coming down. We are at number 10. Here's the top 10, you guys. Okay, Ensley Rain, Underland. This palette blew my freaking mind. And here it is. It blew my mind. And oh my gosh, we are at 2 hours, basically 2.5 hours, y'all. I think I'm just going to, after this, I'm going to tell you I'm not even going to show you, like, this is hard without editing. But here it is. This is this palette. I've created a couple. I've only been able to play with this a couple of times. But I mean, again, these special shades in here, the multi-chrome, they're just so freaking beautiful. Look at that. And right there, just this red is called, what is it? The Red Queen. And then Wicked Wildflowers, that one. I highly recommend Unearthly Cosmetics, Unearthly, yeah. Ensley Rain. Amazing indie brand, amazing formulas, amazing special shades. Mattes are pigmented, blend like a dream. And again, I have an affiliate code with Ensley Rain, and it is all capital letters, FFM Lisa. And again, it'll save you 10% if you use my code at checkout, and I get a little commission from it. And if you don't use it, that's okay. Use another creator. You know, save yourself money. Save yourself some money. So that was coming in at 10. Coming at 9, Unearthly Cosmetics is the Gargoyle. Oh my gosh, you guys. So it really, I had a hard time from here because the new collections from Unearthly and from Bella Beauty Bar are definitely in my top. But this collection, this palette, dark but cool tone, beautiful. It's what the unicarton looks like. And I've only created one look with this so far. Ouch. And I haven't been able to film with it yet. So I still need to film with this, but the look I created, it just came out so pretty. It did. And I can't recommend Unearthly Cosmetics enough as well. Again, indie brand, woman-owned, mom-owned, Latina-owned, like, can't recommend enough. Formula, amazing. And this didn't come out all that long ago. This was the collection that she put out before Just a Taste, which that's coming up because, again, these indie brands are killing it. They're bringing it. They're making it very hard, like with mainstream. And I mean, you really want, it's the collector's mentality, to be honest. I mean, hey. And I just want to say, if you have made it 2 hours and 33 minutes with me throughout this ranking, I friggin' appreciate you so much, because this is raw and unedited on my phone. I promise you, I'm going to have a giveaway to make this up to all of you. Okay, and we are at the home stretch. We are just about done. Coming in at number 8 and number 7 are both Triple B palettes, Bella Beauty Bar. And I do have an affiliate code with them as well. It's the same. It's all capital letters, FFM Lisa. Again, we'll save you 10% if you use my code at checkout. And I do get a little bit of kickback from that if you use it. And if you do, I freaking appreciate you. It helps out so much. I do. Thank you so much. And if you don't use it, that's okay too. I always say, hey, use another creators or whatever, just so you can save some money, okay? So coming in at number 8 is Ultraviolet, and coming in at number 7 is Vamp. But coming in this, because y'all know I love my purples, right? And this was a collaboration between Deandra Nicole Lee. And look at it. I've done 2 looks with this. I couldn't put it down. I went to go do a 3rd look, but I had another collection come in, and so I started to look with that one. I can't even remember which one that was, but both looks that I've done videos on my TikTok. I did a review and a look here on my YouTube channel. So this is gorgeous. It's Bella Beauty Bar. It is Triple B. Y'all, if you know that their formula, their mattes, again, top notch, hard to beat. Their shimmers and special shades, duochromes, multichromes, hollows, freaking amazing. These 2 brands, like, it's hard to beat. And this was freaking gorgeous. I loved the looks that I made with this palette. So this is coming in at number 8. Is the Ultraviolet collaboration with Deandra Nicole Lee and Bella Beauty Bar. Gorgeous. And then number 7 is Vamp. I lost my friggin' shit when I saw this. I'm like, I have to have this. There's no freaking way I'm not. Again, these are magnetic pans, so you can move them around. The look that I created, and of course the names, are you kidding me? Like Vampire Diaries, hello? Or Interview with a Vampire, hello? Stop it. So this was this shade up here with this red shimmer. Stop. Just stop it. I just like this red, like Salvatore. Daylight Ring. This Undead. Like, when I got this, I went crazy, and I've done at least, I think, 4 looks with this, but I've definitely on my TikTok and here, y'all, I went absolutely nuts. And that's why it is a number 8, or no, number 7, sorry, is the Vamp. I even got into character for this one too. So, that is the Vamp palette by Triple B, Bella Beauty Bar. Awesome. Again, and I have my affiliate code, which all this will be in the description box for you guys as well, as much as I can fit. And coming in at number 6, Unearthly Cosmetics, the Don't Be Jelly. Pick up this palette. That's all I can tell you. If you love jewel toned, you're gonna love this. This is, I've created only 2 looks with this since I've had it. The first one, and this is actually, I guess, an older palette, and she had revamped the packaging and the formula. So this, look at it. Beautiful jewel tones and the duochrome, and I think there's a multi in here, yes. And even if you just like quads, when I look at this, but I also see like you could take these 2 in the green in here, these even, like, don't even get me, don't get me started. This is Unearthly Cosmetics, and I have come to know and love her formula. It's gorgeous. The lipsticks, the highlighter, all of it is just I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Say less. Grab this palette. You won't regret it. And that is the Don't Be Jelly, coming in at number 6. Coming in at number 5, Unearthly, Just a Taste. I got into character for this. This blew my friggin' mind again. Like, can't even. I still, me and Joey want to go to the graveyard to do like this promotional kind of video for TikTok. But I mean, it's new, so it's not like I can, you know, get commission on these like I do some of her other products and stuff that are in my showcase on TikTok. So right now, but this grungy, but yet still neutral, and these beautiful shades. And I've only been able to play with this one time, but I will be playing with it and doing a red look. And I'm super excited. I love the look that I created the first time, which I did a video here and on my TikTok as well. Don't sleep on this brand, you guys. This is, you know, if you know, then you know. Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the Just a Taste, and this is coming in at number 5. So we are down to number 4, which is Triple B. We're down back to Bella Beauty Bar, Recently De-Influenced. When I saw this palette, this one was something that there's this, well, where the hell did I put it? No, here it is. Here they are. Here they are to save the day. Oh, Lord. Recently De-Influenced. This right here. So the artistry alone, I mean, come on, right? Again, these are magnetic palettes. Again, I have a code with Bella Beauty Bar. Everything will be in the description box for y'all. It is 2 hours and 41 minutes in, and we are down to 4. And this is number 4. Recently De-Influenced by Triple B, Bella Beauty Bar. That freaking shade right there. I don't know how she did this. Okay. I don't know. That's freaking crazy, right? Is it crazy? It's crazy. And it's stunning. It's stunning. I grabbed this. I've used this palette so many times. Like, I couldn't put it down. Along with my number 1 palette when I first got it. I think I couldn't put it down. I kept playing with it, but this, same thing. And, hi. This one, this one, this one. The mattes, pigmented, so soft, blendable. Yeah, it's number 4. It's number 4, you know, hey. Yeah, we're getting there. Top 3. We made it. We freaking made it. If you made it 2 hours and 43 minutes with my crazy ass and all over the place, unedited, raw, uncut, I friggin' love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really do need to make it up to you guys. I definitely need to do a giveaway for sure. And it will be coming. So at number 3, Cosmic Beauty, the Undergrowth palette. You guys had to have seen this coming, right? I struggled so freaking hard because at number 2 is this one, Winter Wonderland. I went back and forth. I could not make up my mind where to put what, and it just, when I still have to watch Angie's ranking that she had uploaded, I think it was today, this morning. And I'm curious if she ranked this as her number one. Because this one she ranked, I think, is her number one last year. Now, they came out with this year. This was last year. Holiday, I think. But I'm telling you, I love my greens, I love my blues, I love my purples, but the looks that I couldn't put this one down either. And again, on my TikTok is linked on my YouTube channel. If you want to join me over there, and I do reviews and a little bit of comedy, over there. But y'all, seriously, I made the most beautiful look, in my opinion, the very first one I made when I first got this palette. And I was hooked, and I couldn't put it down after. So again, Cosmic Beauty, formerly known as Cosmic Brushes, the Undergrowth palette. And I am so curious if Angelica Nyquist had where she ranked this, if not her number one. I'm so curious. I have to watch her ranking. So that has come in Undergrowth at number 3. Number 2, it is Winter Wonderland. And I don't know. I looked at the looks that I have done with this. Again, couldn't put it down. I played with it so much. And when I first got it, again, I've created looks and did videos on my TikTok, and here, this multi that they give you in here, and then this duo is so gorgeous on the lid. Seriously, you guys don't sleep on these brands. I hope that I have been some help. I know this is long without, no edits. 2 hours and 46 minutes. Like, this is probably going to be almost 3 hours. If you watch this throughout the whole, oh my gosh, I appreciate you guys. I truly do. And I'm trying so hard to get through this without editing for now. And within the next week, I have a lot to learn on my computer, and it's going to be a learning curve. Thank you for being patient with me. After Christmas time is when things are going to be different, and I'm going to be able to start editing and stuff like that using my Canon and all that. So just a little while longer. Please stick it out with me. I appreciate you so, so much. Please, I hope you subscribe. I hope you like and comment, share. It does help. And for my subscribers that have stayed and enjoy my content, I appreciate you so much. And I'm grateful. I truly am. I'm truly grateful. Again, this is coming in at number 2, Winter Wonderland from Cosmic Beauty. And the number 1 palette. If you haven't guessed it already, knowing or seeing any of my videos, then you know for sure that it is Poison Garden by Triple B Bella Beauty Bar. This was probably the most used palette in my collection for since I got it. And even though I've played with other palettes and having to film and do this and do that, this color story is absolutely beautiful. This is a magnetic palette. Again, it's Triple B. Mattes, soft, pigmented, blend effortlessly, play nice together. This whole color story, it just blew my mind. And the looks that I've created with it, I have absolutely loved, and I have, in my opinion, have come out so beautiful. And I've gotten so many different kind compliments, going to the store or just going, whatever, online. So this definitely, I've had so much fun and enjoyed this palette so much. And I'm so happy to have this in my collection. It is just a badass palette. It's freaking gorgeous. And yeah, I had to rank it #1 because I couldn't stop raving about it, playing with it, talking about it for a good 2 weeks after I got it. So this is #1 out of my ranking of 66 palettes out of a collection of 80 palettes total. But I gotta say, 66 palettes, raw, uncut, not edited, and it took 2 hours and 50 minutes, and y'all sat here with me, I hope, and I appreciate you. So with that, I'm going to let y'all go because you have sat here long enough. And I hope you subscribe if you're new, like, comment, share. It helps my channel. I will put everything that I possibly can fit, my affiliate code for Bella Beauty Bar and Ensley Rain, in case you guys want to check these brands out and see for yourself if you don't already. So with that, have a good evening. Thank you so, so much for watching. I appreciate you so much for sticking this out with me and being patient. You have no idea. So with that, I thank you. And yeah, thank you so much. Till next time.